Alright. What's up, everybody? We are going into another episode of Diamond in the Rough, where we watch one of the most creative Terran players in the world. He's a Grandmaster Terran from North America, Storm Gaming's Ruff. Down here in the bottom right side of Curious Minds, his opponent, of course, in the top left, Formless Bear Sloth's Gale Force. Protoss player I'm not too familiar with, but at the same time, I see the name, and I feel a little bit of my hair stand on end. My spidey sense is tingling, which means I may have played Gale Force on the ladder, and they may have done something very disgusting to me. So, I can't quite remember how Gale Force plays, but definitely a player who might throw out some curveballs, and we know that Ruff is always going to. And he's been innovating his TVP build orders over the last few months. We're here on a very short rush distance map. A short rush distance mop. No, it's a map, pig. You can speak English words. Good. Barracks after the gas first, so he's going to go very quick. Gas is rough, but I really wonder what he's got in store for us. He's actually a little slow to put on gas this game. Maybe reading his Twitch chat there. Ruff, of course, an avid streamer. And Gale Force wisely scouting early. You never want to leave Ruff in his corner of the map alone for too long. You always want to check what he's doing, because you never know if he's proxying you, if he's going super greedy, if he's going for that one racks expand into Ghost Tank style that we know so well. There's a lot of different mix-ups that he throws out. So Gale Force gets a bit of harassment, and actually, okay, good pull on the second SCV. You do need to pull 2 SCVs immediately, and Ruff is going commands. Wait, oh, Ruff's, what? Oh, Ruff messed up his build order, guys. He's changed his mind. He was going to go gas first, but then he forgot to put on gas. So he decided, you know what, screw it. Let's just go for Marauders and a command center even before Orbital. A really weird way of playing now. The earlier command center is kind of good because they don't expect you to put it down that early. So you actually start it. Yes, you delay your Orbital a few seconds, but because they're not blocking, they think, oh, you don't have the money to expand for another 5 or 6 seconds. And you put the command center down, they go, hey, what? I wanted to block that. And you go, yeah, that's fine. I delayed my orbital, but at least I don't need to deal with the pesky probe running around in circles, blocking my command center. Second depot goes down, and a factory behind this for Ruff. No concussive shells just yet. Looks like a very defensive Marauder opening. And Gale Force, who of course saw the tech lab, knows about that. Should just be dropping a shield battery at home to make sure he's safe. And, or they're safe, sorry. Okie doke. Command center's coming. No second gas for Ruff. What are you doing? Okay, another depot goes up. You don't really need that depot though. I think Ruff here is actually figuring this out as he goes. Normally Ruff's builds they're a bit more tied together, but you can tell he's kind of crossed between 2 different builders. I think he's making this one up on the fly, and he's been doing this a bit Terran vs Zerg as well recently, where he's kind of just experimenting, seeing where the game flows, and then refining it afterwards when he checks out the replays. Adept goes past barely. Did it see those? I think it saw the Marauders, but I don't know if Gale Force noticed the Marauders. Shield battery's coming up. There is an Adept at home, but you better get back there. Okay, the Adept's going to go in. We'll be able to get an SCV, as that was already damaged by the probe. And Ruff here just going to have to drop those mills up here in that main base. 2 Marauders running on in. The battery, though, means the probes can basically beat this on their own. He's going to focus the pylon down, but that's not wise because the battery can heal the pylon. Changes to the battery. Battery's going to fall pretty quickly here before the Adepts even get down there. Not a bad little play here. Oh, Ruff finally does finish off that battery. He could click that other battery. That'd be a free kill. You could one-shot that because it just started. That's 100 minerals of value that Ruff just missed out on. He still gets a probe here, though. Can he get another probe? No, it looks like just one probe. Kills a battery, forces another one out. If he killed this other battery, I'd be really happy with that pressure for Ruff. As it is, not too amazing. He's building Marines and tanks. An interesting follow-up here. Okay, so he's got 2 gases, 3 Marines, and a tank building at a time. Gale Force is going for a Void Ray, though. What in the heck is this? And 4 gases already? Gale Force is doing some weird, super fast tech stuff here. Okay, I said weird, super fast tech stuff. Second star, are you serious? A second Stargate? Guys, Skytoss does not work first Terran unless Terran shits the bed. This is Grandmaster. This is not Diamond League where maybe you could make this happen. Occasionally in Low Masters League, you might be able to make this happen. A lot in Platinum and below, sure, you can make anything happen if you do it in an organized way. But guys, 2 Stargate, that's crazy. The only problem is Ruff's only building tanks. Tanks do not help versus Stargate units. He doesn't realize what he's up against. He's only got unupgraded Marines, which aren't the best. +1 air weapons already starting. This is a Skytoss PVT build. Oh man, Gale Force. This is some silly, silly strats that you were bringing out. Let's see how it goes. Ruff is going for what appears to be a single ghost now. So he's going for a ghost tank marine push. This is very different, though, to that heavy ghost tank style that he plays. It looks like this is just a single ghost that he's sneaking in there. Ghost Academy is in the wall. Did the Protoss player see that? He did not. You'll see it now. No, Revelation only gives a tiny little bit of vision around those units. And Engineering Bay goes down behind this as well. Ruff there. Interesting. I guess he wants that so he can build turrets on the defense behind this. Nuke starts up. What the hell? So he's going to try and do a marine tank push, SCVs to repair and build bunkers, and then he's going to use the nukes to try and gun you down. But stasis traps here. Gale Force with a very clever stasis trap. Sets another one up in vision, though. That might tip Ruff off to the fact that there's one here as well. These Adepts are trying to bait in. That SCV does take it on the face. Only a few Marines get caught. That's not too bad. Void Ray is out, and 2 carriers are building straight to carriers. Crazy play for Gale Force. The Adepts are getting hammered by the tanks. There's not much that shoots up here, though. Oh, EMP on the Void Ray. The Marines are the Ghost trying to take it down, but battery overcharge comes in, and that Void Ray, more than a match for these units. These tanks are a little bit too close right now. You don't want to be getting those gunned down. One siege tank goes down. The Oracle has to fall back, as does the Void Ray. Ruff trying to close in here. He's going to launch a nuke on the face of this. The battery overcharge is out. And the Void Ray and the Oracle will get taken down here. He's going to try and focus the Ghost, but with no more healing left, he can't do that. And look at that. That nuke is going to bust the static defense right down. And he gets the nuke down. Now, the problem here is there's 2 carriers popping out. One's already here. Ruff has almost nothing that shoots up. He's only got like 11 unupgraded Marines and a Ghost. The Void Ray, the carrier coming in. The Void Ray and the Oracle dive in. Did the carrier launch its interceptors too early? I don't think so. It's killing these Marines, guys. Yes, only one at a time, but there's still 4 interceptors left. They are gunning down the Marines. Remember, they're doing really well. If he could have killed the SCVs, it would have been more important, though. The carrier is standing there in range. What are you doing? Got to get out of there, bro. And more missile turrets are building. Ruff, he gets 2 turrets up. He's going to get a bunker up and put Marines in it as well. He's got a few more Marines over here, as well as 1 more siege tank. The Marines are shooting that carrier, trying to tickle it. These Marines trying to get in the bunker. The carriers managed to stop that. The carriers could go across the map and intercept the rally. They're going to try and overwhelm, focusing down 2 of those SCVs. They don't get the 3rd one, though, so there's still 1 more missile turret brewing. The interceptors do all go down on that bunker. More Marines coming in right now. Ruff is trying to go an armory behind this. He's got 2 factories on Tech Labs. He wants to go into Thors to counter the carriers. A very good counter, but he's way behind on that production. Marines are getting focused. Dude, he just moved it. The carrier in range of the missile turret in the bunker, and Ruff just focused it down. Gale Force moving in range and losing a carrier? You're kidding me. Oh my god, Gale Force just babooned that hardcore, trying to build more pylons. This supply blocked right now. Ruff has set up a really good position. Problem is, this anti-air is not mobile. It is immobile. 8 Marines can't push up that ramp. So he's kind of stuck there. He's trying to get up at home. The Thors, he's supply blocked right now. Oh no, he's supply blocked. Only 1 Thor starting. And the carriers are going across the map. He's got nothing at home. He's trying to build turrets right now, but I don't think they're going to be up in time. He's trying to build these turrets everywhere, but the carriers are almost here. Remember, turrets do take only 18 seconds to build, but he's going to need more than just a few missile turrets. He's going to need a lot of missile turrets to stop 3 carriers worth, and they are almost full on interceptors. That Marine not going to do anything. This missile turret needs to go up, but oh man, 2 seconds? Oh, you're kidding me. 1 second from finishing. Oh no, the Marines run forward. Those Marines need to pull back behind the turrets. Try and get these Thors back behind the missile turrets as well. You don't want to be fighting out here, Ruff. He's going to swap to high impact payload, but he's out in the open. He's going to try and focus that weak carrier, but without the mass repair available. Oh no, he needed to pull SCVs. Ruff is in trouble. He's got to do some damage on the other side, but there's carriers that'll be popping out. So if he goes up that ramp, he might just lose the units. The carriers are on top of his depots now, killing units as they pop. Uh-oh, Ruff is in huge trouble. He can't build units right now. He's going to get a Thor out, but it'll die before it even gets its high-impact payload cannon out. He does get the high-impact payload cannon. The SCVs run up to repair. They're too late. Gets 2 shots off and dies. More carriers rallying out across this map, and I think somehow Gale Force, with the ridiculous Skytoss opening, actually matches up well against Ruff's composition. He was just so tank bunker focused with that push. And none of that can really deal with the carriers. He's going to take out this factory before this next Thor pops. Ruff has to go to plan C or D. Apparently that's send SCVs to the top right and try to build starports there. Maybe that can do something. The Marine tank is going to come home. He sells the bunker, but no, he's going to go back. He got up the ramp. There's no one there right now. He could force a recall. Forcing a recall would be a huge move. Gale Force has him pinned on the production. Is trying to break the missile turrets right now. Does fly into missile turret range again. You got to be careful with that, mate. But meanwhile, starting to take damage at home. Time to recall, buddy. He chrono boosts the Stargate, but he gets depowered. He does have recall available. If he recalls, he crushes this army, comes straight back across the map and wins it. But Gale Force is like, screw that. Let's base trade, bro. He's focusing down all these turrets, and he is taking them out. He's taking a lot of damage on the carriers themselves, but that might not really matter. Ruff here is actually targeting the carriers. Oh my god! Oh! Those 3 Marines just killed a carrier! I cannot believe it! Gale Force was shift-clicking other units, and he just lost a carrier to 3 unupgraded Marines. 3! Gale Force just lost it to 3 unupgraded Marines! No way! Marine tank is in the main as well. If they can kill all this probes, that'd be huge. Oh, he's trying to start a step. He wants to get a big tank shot on them as they escape. Oh, big tank shot, but nonetheless, 4 probes escape. And that means Gale Force can rebuild elsewhere. So Gale Force will not be eliminated. Gale Force, though, has lost 2 carriers this game. One by flying into the turrets and the bunkers, not pulling it back. The other one up here to 3 unupgraded Marines. I mean, this. I don't want to make any broad generalizations about Skytoss players, but yeah, I do. Come on, man. Only a Skytoss player would have lost carriers to missile turrets and 3 unupgraded Marines, right? People like Pig, don't be a hater. I just like using Skytoss. Yes, I know, guys. Some people don't like knowing how to use control groups, knowing how to micro or macro. They want to just build air units, have 6 units in their entire army, and A-move them. I get it. You play StarCraft the way you want to play StarCraft, guys, but let's be honest. You're not usually developing a well-rounded skill set if you just make carriers and cannons every game. Let's put it that way. Gale Force is finally going to clean up these units. Lots of target fire with the carriers there. And is going to take down those Marines. So there's some micro. I don't think it's necessary. I think A-move probably works here, but does take out those tanks and Marines. Can take out these interceptors as well. Now remember, Gale Force only has 575 minerals. So every interceptor that goes down, there we go, an interceptor died, that's 15 minerals taken out of the bank. And these probes are hiding, I think, did they see those SCVs? Okay, we're going to try and take a Nexus over here. So Gale Force is going to try and rebuild a Nexus. This one was built out of desperation because of elimination. Probably should have just built a pylon here. Cancels that one after starting this. This is the only building alive. Ruff has no actual units, guys. He's pretty dead. I guess he's building he's got 2 Vikings, and he's going to build missile turrets up here? I guess. Okay, he's got a base mining there, and he's still got gas. He's got plenty of gas, and he's still got 300 minerals there. But if the carriers can clear this base, that'll be good. Actually, he's got, what, 5 missile turrets up and 2 Vikings. There's only 32 interceptors, remember. That's why we're keeping our eyes on that, guys. He's going to need to pull to repair. Ruff needs to defend this base or he's going to get eliminated. The carriers fly into missile turret range again. One of the carriers there almost goes down, but it does survive. He's going to come back in one more time. Once again, though, he might be going a little bit too deep. Oh, he's focusing on the turrets on the right side. The carriers are in close. Ruff can focus fire these carriers if he chooses to. He clicks it. Ruff clicks the carrier, takes it down. The interceptors are gone. There's only 4 interceptors left. There's still 5 missile turrets alive. And Gale Force with 3 carriers slowly rebuilding interceptors is realizing, oh no, you still have economy. You still have your depots. And we're going to drop the XD and tap out. I feel like if there was 6 carriers there, they would have beat those 6 missile turrets, but unfortunately just not quite the critical mass to gun down those missile turrets. And also focusing on the missile turrets on the right rather than the left. That was absolute insanity. Guys, if you want to watch more games of Ruff's creative Terran build orders, then definitely check out one of these videos over here or there, maybe. I don't know. They're somewhere around me. You guys can see them. I can't see them. I can't see into the future when they get put on the video. Thanks for watching, though. And if you do want to go above and beyond to support, please do check out the Patreon. There's links to it down below in the description. And a big thanks to our Patreon supporters, especially Maxan, Colonel SC, Jacob G, and a big one to Modern Totem. Thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next episode of Diamond in the Rough. Goodbye and good night.